my goodness. And there it is. Wow, get the pin to go.
Hello again, everybody, and welcome back to Bowl TV for the Stepladder Finals of the PWBA Dallas-Fort Worth Regional. My name is Aaron Smith with Bowl TV, and we are excited to be bringing you the Stepladder Final. 4 rookies on tour this season have advanced from a field of 33 players over the course of 8 games on a 39-foot condition. So it's going to be an exciting show to showcase the youth movement on the PWBA tour. Our opening matchup is going to feature Maria Bolanova taking on Kara Mangiola. Both of them had pretty spectacular finishes to get into or to secure their spots here in the Stepladder Finals. In the 2 spot, waiting in the semifinals for the winner of that matchup, Fania Kobo, and then the top overall seed put on a show, Taylor Bailey, going to be looking for her first career PWBA regional title. As the players get ready for warm-up from the lanes, we're going to bring in our guest commentator joining us. She's a 2-time reigning PWBA Player of the Year, Shannon O'Keefe.
Hey, guys.
Shannon, hello. Thanks for joining us. It's been an exciting day of competition so far, and this 39-foot condition offered some challenges early on, but as it kind of moved down the stretch, we saw the scoring pace pick up. What do you think is going to be happening here in the finals?
I think we're going to see the same thing. I think early on you may see maybe a little lower scoring until the track wants to start opening up where the girls are going to play the most. That's what I see. I think 39 feet in this building can be really tricky because it makes you want to go left to right. But if you get it going too far right, too quick, it's not going to see it. And you can go light a lot. So I would think that we may see some lower scorings to start, and then the scores increase as it goes on.
All right. We are going to go ahead and add the lanes as well. So 9 and 10 at the ITRC. Our players getting their official warm-up prior to the start of competition. And this opening matchup, as we mentioned, all players who are all rookies on tour this season. Maria Bolanova taking on Kara Mangiola. For both of those players, some disappointment from the earlier events in the week, but they're bouncing back here with a strong showing. So an opportunity to get that first Stepladder Finals experience underneath their belt. How exciting and how crazy is it that first time you make a Stepladder Final? What's kind of going through their heads right now, you think?
Well, I'm sure they're extremely excited just to be here. A lot of them are very experienced. 3 of them had really strong college careers. I don't know much about Kara's background and if she bowled in college or not, but the other 3 were very successful collegiate bowlers. And so I don't feel that this is like a new environment for them. Now it is the PWBA Tour and it is the Stepladder Final, so there may be a little bit of extra excitement in there. But with the opening match, Maria against Kara, they're 2 completely different styles. Maria, her rev rate is quite high, which a lot of times forces her feet a little bit further left than other people to create bigger shapes. And Kara's a little more straight. She plays a little straighter. So it'll be interesting to see the difference in how they attack these oil patterns.
All right, Fania Kobo is going to be awaiting in the semifinals. And, talking about the rev rate, Fania is going to be playing them a little bit straighter as well. So we got a good mix of that. But as you said, a very talented player. She's been out on tour all season, kind of getting that firsthand experience. And she bowled well, and she did what she needed to do at the very end to secure that spot, that number 2 seed.
Yeah, she bowled great. Maria bowled 250 her last game to get into the final. So, and Kara and Taylor were pretty solid throughout the entire day. So it's pretty awesome to see young players, step up and throw some big games when they need it. It's pretty fun to watch.
And then finally, Taylor Bailey at the top of the ladder here. And you know her quite well from her time at McKendree University, where you just so happened to coach her to an NCAA national title, among many other things. But I'm sure you had the opportunity to talk to her right before all this kind of got going. What was your message to her before you came to join us here in the booth?
Listen to Brian. Brian has coached me through all of these moments in the past. And, he pulls you into that workman type mentality. So he doesn't really let your thoughts get too wrapped up in the emotions of, oh my gosh, this is the first show. He's really good at managing those emotions and really keeping you focused on the task at hand. And so I was like, just listen to Brian one shot at a time and you'll be great. Just have fun.
So you got the birthday boy working on his birthday. I like it.
Yeah, and this is also her dad's birthday. So it's pretty incredible day for her. So that's fun.
Very cool. We got to meet her dad at Junior Gold this year, so that was fun as well.
Yes, Jeff is famous.
Absolutely. All right, folks. We just got a couple minutes left before it's going to be time for the Stepladder finals to kick off. So for the folks who are watching our pregame show here on Facebook and YouTube, you got just a couple minutes to head over to BowlTV.com, because at the conclusion of this next minute or two, BowlTV.com will be the only place to watch the action to see which one of these young upcoming stars on tour is going to take home their very first regional title. And with that, we also have a giveaway that's going to be coming up during this this final match. So sitting right next to me here.
Oh, I love giveaways. What is it?
We got a signed bowling pin from the ITRC by the two finalists at the Hall of Fame Classic earlier this year. So a signed bowling pin by Julia Bond and Lindsay Boomershine that we're going to be giving away. That's going to look great on one lucky Bowl TV viewer's mantle back at home. So look forward to that. We're going to have that here. I'll hand deliver it to the shipping office when we're said and done here. But we look forward to giving that away. So BowlTV.com, the place to be to check it out. All right, folks, it's about that time. I was told it's going to be about an 8:05 local time start. It's 8:04, so our pregame show is going to come to an end. When we come back, Shannon and I are going to be bringing you the action from the Stepladder finals at the PWBA DFW Regional. So we're excited to see this come together. Great matches coming ahead. So we hope to see you over on Bowl TV. So folks, hang tight, and when we come back, it'll be time for the Stepladder finals.
We're going to be in just 1 minute. At this time, take out those cell phones. We have approximately 1 minute until showtime. Maria has decided to have Kara start the match on lane 9. So we're going to begin in just 1 minute. At this time, take out those cell phones. Set in your hands at all times. Put them on silence. Silence your cell phones. DJ Taylor, silence your cell phones. About 40 seconds, ladies, and we will start our match.
Hey, left to go here, folks. Well, we're all set to go at the Stepladder final. It sounds like Kara is going to be kicking things off. The final qualifying total was to advance for 8 games. Taylor Bailey plus 199 leading the way. Fania Kobo plus 149. Maria Bolanova 255 the last game to get to plus 143. And then Kara Mangiola had to show off the spare game in the 10th frame to hold off 3 other players who ended up within 10 pins of the cut. Converted the 9-10 and delivered a strike on her fill ball to get the final spot by 4 pins ahead of Kayla Crawford. Jody Wessner and Brianna Clemmer also right there. So that's kind of how they got here. So Maria had the big game. Kara was in the number, had to make the spare in the 10th to get there. And now we're all set.
So let's give them a great send-off for the opening match. The PWBA.
All right, Kara's stepping up, going to kick things off here for us. Opening match. Joining us from New York. Excellent shot out of the gates.
Great shot. I feel feel like all these players are so experienced that I don't expect their nerves to get the best of them. Should be a good show.
Our first look at Maria, both collegiately at Vanderbilt, originally hailing from Russia.
Uh-oh. Ooh. Okay, maybe there are a little bit of nerves if that's your first shot on the PWBA show. I get it. I understand that.
And as we could see, even though that one was left at target, definitely further left on the lanes as far as how she is going to be attacking them. You mentioned the rev rate.
Yes. Yeah, with her rev rate being higher, she doesn't really have a choice but to be a little bit further left on a pattern like this. Especially with girls, beating up the lanes a little bit to the right. They're giving her a little bit of a friction spot to kind of throw at. And she can definitely take full advantage of that. We saw her do that a lot in college when my McKendree Bearcats bowled against Vanderbilt. She's a lot of fun to watch. Wow, it's a great shot.
Takes advantage of the Brooklyn, turns it into a double. Can see her get it a little bit outside of that down lane marker. Checks the spot of the landing, and
I feel like those first shots are the ones that I don't think it matters how much time goes by. You just want to get that first one out of the way, and then once you get out of the way, it's kind of smooth sailing after that. It's a great shot. Ooh, that was a great shot. Something that I felt like I noticed bowling in this facility is that lane 10 always seems to be just a little bit tighter in front of the pocket. So I do feel like you see quite a few of those half 10s that we kind of saw on that shot.
that is something we heard yesterday during the IBC Classic stepladder as well. Daria had mentioned, kind of seen some of those same characteristics where they just seem to slow down a little bit in front of the headpin.
Right. I'm not sure if I would tend to believe that it's maybe that there's, topography obviously is going to play a role, but that maybe that, there's just a little bit more built-in friction in the track on lane 10 early. So your ball just reads a little bit earlier. I combated that this week with just kind of getting my hand around it and putting a little more rotation on it instead of moving. Because I also felt like if I moved right, then my ball wanted to pick up and kind of go through the nose. So we may see, them manipulate it just a little bit.
Carolining up third frame. It's going to have a chance to get there. Mixes them up.
Great shot.
That light mixer here at the ITRC, not always a guarantee. We saw a lot of 7 pins throughout the course of this week. So you got to take those and run when you get them.
Absolutely. So Maria's working on a double. That's a better shot. Much better shot. So I feel like she's in her comfort spot. I feel like this is where Maria bowls very, very well.
Saw a couple of big games along the way for her throughout qualifying. 244 in game 3, 268 in game 5. And then actually from game 5 on, she struggled in game 4, 153, and then 268, 225, 241, and 255 to get to the numbers. So got out of the gates a little slow, 166, 191, but a whole bunch of striking after that.
Yeah, I feel like if you start a little slow and then you start putting some big games together, it just helps build that confidence. Like, okay, maybe I just made a few mistakes early on, but I figured it out and, definitely I think would boost her confidence going into the Stepladder finals, throwing games together like that.
Gets that one back from way downtown, 4 in a row.
And she definitely probably got a little bit further right than she wanted to, but this is where she can take advantage of that really, really great ball roll and a little bit higher rev rate.
Kara looking to keep pace in the fourth and gets it out of there.
Yeah. That's what I love about Kara. I got to bowl with her and cross with her in Long Island, and she is tough. You know, there's no quitting this girl, and she is just tough. And I appreciate that so much. It's fun to see her, you know, fight her way to the TV finals here and not back down.
Seen her a couple times throughout the year in 2019, bowling as a non-member and electing to become a member here in 2021.
Oh, that's a little farther right. Okay. That's where, like I was kind of mentioning before we started the show, that this is where a 39-foot pattern can be tricky because there's definitely some friction on the lane. But if you get it right a little too quick right there, your ball just wants to keep going. It doesn't slow down enough. It's going to give you the illusion that it's picking up speed. It's just not slowing down enough and able to make it, you know, around that corner at the end of the pattern. So sometimes, you know, a shot that maybe if there's a little more friction on the lanes, maybe, you know, a couple games from now, that ball may make it. Great attempt on that spare.
Looks like the Storm Dark Code in Kara's hand to start and the Proton Physics for Maria, ball in hand. 4 for 4 so far. Can she add one more? Fifth frame and open from her opponent. Can she push her lead even farther?
She got away with it the frame before and just missed a little bit further right. And this was a little bit further. This looked like it got all the way out to like 3-4 down lane, and that is just too far right, especially on lane 10 where it tends to be a little bit tighter in front of the pocket. She's still got a great break, though. I mean, that very easily could have been a 2-8-10, and she's left with a 2-pin only.
Our first look at her spare ball today. Hasn't had to use it much here in the past couple of games. Takes care of business. And has a 36-pin lead heading into the halfway point.
That's a good feeling. I mean, it can go sideways really quick, but it's still a good feeling.
Absolutely.
So her last two shots got right a little quick. So see if she can make an adjustment and get it back online here.
All that power takes care of business.
Much better shot by Maria.
Get a second look. Shout out to Jason Thomas, Curtis Von Kruger, taking care of the camera work here today on Bowl TV.
Thanks, guys.
And not going to have enough to get the 10-pin out. Kara did make a regional stepladder final back in Cleveland in 2019, ended up dropping the opening match to Giselle Pass 243 to 234. Elise Bolton went on to win that title to kick off the 2019 season. And Kara takes care of the spare.
That was actually a really good shot on that right lane. That's just where it's just a little tighter in front of the pocket, and so it's easy to plaque 10 right there. Let's see if she can put together a few good shots here. And maybe start mixing them around a little bit.
Frame number 7 here. It's going to have a chance and not going to lean enough on the 7. I feel partially responsible for that one. I mentioned those 7s not falling too often, and unfortunately coming back to strike here.
Well, she's in a back against the wall type situation here. She's going to need to make this and find a way to put a couple strikes together to put any sort of pressure on Maria as we. Oh no!
Big time trouble in the 7th. Max score now for Kara is going to be 211. Maria already on a 220 pace, so she's a couple marks away from taking this home.
Right. Oh, that's a great shot. Wow. That was impressive, Aaron.
That it was.
I love this camera. It's getting out to about 6 down lane. I think that's kind of the ideal spot on this pattern, regardless of how you attack it as far as, launch angle. Kara's a little straighter, but she still doesn't want to get it right of 6. And same with Maria. We saw her, with her red rate able to get it to 4, but it wasn't ideal.
I'm really a big fan of this particular bowling ball choice just because of the colors. And it seems to actually accentuate the amount of revs she puts on the bowling ball. So it makes it look
amazing, yeah. Well, it doesn't. Yeah, I agree with that. It's impressive to watch her bowl. It's fun to watch her bowl. I felt very fortunate. Even though she bowled against us, it was still fun to watch her journey through college. Another great shot by Maria, throwing pins around. Yeah, I believe this ball that she's throwing is a really strong asymmetrical ball. It's a solid cover. And so it's giving her that ability to feel like she can just throw it. She doesn't have to manipulate it. It's a very good ball choice. And it looks like Kara's changing balls as well. This, I think, is also a strong ASIM.
And going to leave another 10 pin there on the right lane.
I like it. What do you think, Aaron? I like the fact that, she took a chance right there. She knew her back was against the wall and she was going to need to do something and find a way to put some, strikes together, if not strike out, put any sort of pressure on Maria. So I like the ball change.
I cannot argue with you on that. You got to stay aggressive here and just find something to switch it up a little bit. She'll take care of the spare here in the 8th, but with a max score of 201, this one just about over. You see her and Maria having a quick moment there as well.
Oh, that was a great shot. That's what she's looking for.
And that's one of those things that's tough in these one-game matchups. Obviously, over the course of qualifying, you get the opportunity to, take a frame or two to, really dial in if, the ball is the right choice. And these frames go by so fast that, especially when your opponent is striking like Maria is, that it's tough to make those on-the-fly calls just like that.
It is tough. I actually feel like Kara was in a really good situation to make that call, though, because there was quite a bit of pin separation between the two. So in my opinion, I feel like in that situation, it's really easy to make the call. I think where it's really hard is it's a super close match and you're really struggling on one lane or both lanes and you're controlling the pocket, but you're not striking. That's where it's really hard. Do you change balls and risk splitting, or you just keep controlling the pocket and really pray that those shots strike? And it's risk versus reward sometimes, and it is hard to make those calls in the moment.
And that is actually going to officially wrap this game up. So Maria Milanova going to be moving on to the semifinals here at the PWBA DFW Regional. She'll be taking on Fania Kobo coming up next in the semifinals. And Taylor Bailey awaits in the championship match as the top seed. We'll see if Maria tries something different here. Match in hand. Ball reactions look great. You can't argue with that. So looks like she's going to.
Yeah, I feel like this is a great opportunity, as you mentioned, to maybe try something different. But looks like she's just going to stick with it here. Maybe we'll see something in the fill. It was another really good shot. It was a quick rep 10.
Very quick.
I expect her to make it and then possibly try something on the fill. Fania is going to come over and she's going to get a couple shots on each lane, and Maria won't throw another shot until the next match starts. So it is the perfect opportunity, if she can make this, which I fully expect, to then be able to try something else, just to get an idea of, if the ball that she's using starts to flack 10 or slow down or just not look as good, just give her another option. And there it is.
Right on time.
Like I know bowlers or something.
Spend a day or two bowling alley, I feel. Yes.
So what I would imagine what she's looking for with this ball is something that'll just be a little bit cleaner through the middle part of the lane. I call it the body of the lane. As the ball goes down the lane, it's picking up oil every single time it goes down the lane. And so the front part of the lane is going to want to blow open. If you've ever heard of anybody, use those terms or burn up, or, those are all terms that happens. And so she did just that. That ball went a little bit longer, and we saw a little bit more motion into the pocket, and that's exactly what she's looking for.
247 is going to be the winning total here.
So she just picked up right where she left off, Aaron.
Yeah, it has not slowed down since she had that big game in the middle of the block.
Another great shot from Kara. I love it. I love that she went and did this. I love that she's, going to get a couple more shots here. And, every opportunity that you step out into the lane is an opportunity to learn something. And she's had a great season so far. Like I said, she's a little fighter. She's from Rochester, New York, which is my husband Brian's neck of the woods. And, it's fun to see her out here. It's fun to see her, being successful and working hard.
Another good shot rings the 10. Going to be at 190 here with the spare, but a fantastic run, holding on to that final spot with relying on her spare shooting toward the end with that great conversion. She's going to have a fourth place finish here today at the regional.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's a great way to finish this event. And definitely, she can learn from some of the stuff that maybe she saw throughout this entire block. And, I can't imagine her being disappointed with this.
Fania Kobo, you can see her there, taking the jacket off. And there's Taylor as well. She's going to get a couple shots here on lanes 9 and 10. And folks, in just a moment, we're going to be joined by Cara Mangiola to hear about her 4th place finish. As Fania and Taylor get a few shots in before our semifinal matchup. Final tally there, 247 to 189. Maria Bolanova with the victory.
Gotta put them over my bones.
All right, looks like Cara is ready to go. So let's welcome her in to Bowl TV. Cara, congratulations on a great run here at the regional event as part of the Summer Classic Series. 4th place, another stepladder final in regional for you. So what was it like to be back? And just talk a little bit about what you were seeing out there on the lanes.
I was actually very lucky to even make it. I spared a 9-10 in the 10th frame to make it. So, and then there was a couple girls that could have passed me, but I actually was very lucky that I even bowled good today. I bowled very bad all week. I was having trouble. I plant, and I was sliding all week, and I finally found a soul where I could just be able to plant and actually get some power on the ball because I was throwing it very slow all week. But today I was really be able to put the ball right in front of me. I switched balls a couple times with like the 180, 170 games, which kind of hurt me a little bit, but I was able to put a 255 in at the 7th game, which really helped me a lot.
Now, and kind of watching the match progress, we saw you make the ball change a little bit later in the matchup against Maria there. Just talk about, kind of what you were seeing out there along the way. And then, if that ball change would have come a couple frames earlier, you think it would have made a difference in the final results?
It might have. She throws a ball amazing. It's very hard. She kept the ball in front of her. She had a lot of power on the ball. She really had a lot of miss room too. I didn't really have a lot. If I missed right like I did, I got 5. So, I think I could have maybe gave her, got a little scared, but I don't know if it would have made that big of a difference. I really didn't have the look I did earlier this morning.
Cara, I am a firm believer that every time that you show up to the lanes is an opportunity to learn something. And I feel that if you can take something away from an event, even if it doesn't finish the way that you want it to, it's still a win in my book. What would be your takeaway as a win for this event?
I'm never giving up. I bowled terrible this week. Like, again, I'm going to say it again. I bowled terrible, and I came into today, and I was just like, well, I'm going to give it my all so it looks a little better than what I did. I honestly think I might have had more strikes in the first game than I did all week, so I'm happy with it.
Well, Cara, the one thing that I actually made a comment was that I love watching you compete because you have such a fighter personality, and you never give up, and I just love that about you. And so I love that that's your takeaway this week, and congratulations on your 4th place finish, and I'm sure we'll see more of you in the future.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Cara, for joining us. Great showing here, and we look forward to seeing you again on the PWBA Tour soon.
Sounds good. Thank you.
All right, folks, that was Cara Mangiola joining us here on Bowl TV after her 4th place finish at the PWBA DFW Regional. Fania Kobo and Maria Bolanova will be coming up next here in the semifinals. Taylor Bailey is waiting for her chance in the championship match.
Good luck, ladies. All right, ladies, we're going to get to
So we're getting ready to get started here. And I feel like we're going to see a lot of the same angles out of these two girls. Maria's going to stay where she is. If anything, may start to move a little left. And I see Fania being just a little straighter like Kara.
I'm not going to lie. I take the jersey. And we'll get our first look here at Fania. She's going to kick off the match. Like a Motive Venom Shock. And pretty direct.
Ooh, I like it. Coming out firing your first shot on the Stepladder final. That's pretty great.
Maria put up 247 in game number 1. Here's our first look at her semifinal match. Through the nose, 3-6-10.
I actually did not think that was that bad of a shot. Maybe got in just a little bit, and that really, really took off. So again, you had Taylor Bailey over here getting a couple shots in each lane and Fania getting a couple shots. And as I mentioned earlier, every time a bowling ball goes down the lane, it's picking up oil off of that lane and keeping it off the lane and or dispersing it a little bit further down the lane. And so when that happens, the lanes can change pretty quickly, especially after there's already been 2 games bowled. And this isn't a spare I like to shoot at.
Have to account for the messenger in the back. And
anytime I make it, I feel like I should be given a double.
Nicely done.
Covered it beautifully.
Sticks with the strike ball for that one. Looks like she took a little bit out of it, but
I was just gonna say that, Aaron. Good eyes.
frame number 2, semifinal.
It definitely looks like she's moved in a little bit.
And that pesky 7-pin on a pretty good shot.
Yeah, I definitely think she probably moved off of her shot in the first frame because I didn't think it was that bad. She probably moved a little bit off of that. It did look a little bit deeper through the arrows. And it was definitely a good shot. That definitely could have fallen.
Back to the plastic spare ball here. Direct at the 7, no problem. Clean through 2. Fania bowled collegiately at Wichita State.
She did. I believe she followed her sister. I think her older sister, Mariana, bowled at Wichita State. Fania's a great little bowler. I've been able to watch her quite a bit in international competition and really kind of watched her grow up. So it's fun to see her out here competing week in and week out. Oh, that's a little right.
Oh.
Ooh.
Catches a hit.
Yes. Now this is where you just got to take complete advantage of that and follow it up with just a really good shot. She does have a little bit softer ball speed than Maria and Kara, I believe. So that helps her when she gets a little bit right for it to still pick up and shake them around a little bit.
Looking to take advantage of the double here in the third.
It's a great shot. Oh, it's really good. I don't know why I'm surprised. I'm not surprised. It sounded like I was surprised. She's been fun to watch. Both of these girls have been so fun to watch them grow up. Our future's bright, Aaron.
I would say so. These players are going to be giving you a run for your money soon here, Shannon.
I know. Dang it. I would say, well, maybe I'll retire before then, but nah, I'm not planning on that anytime soon. So.
Well, we're excited to hear that part too. So.
And not anytime soon.
She takes care of the spare, clean through three. Fania really, for me, one of the first times getting to watch her compete was at the event you're pretty fond of, the 2018 Queens, where she made a great run through the bracket, won a couple matches on her way. She finished 17th.
Yeah.
So that was kind of one of the first times getting to see her compete out on this level. And from there was excited when we saw her on the roster here this season, looking to join the ranks.
That was a great shot. Maria has definitely moved further left, which I think is a great decision off of her shot in the first frame. She's now crossing about 17, getting it out to about 7-8. So throwing a bigger asymmetrical ball like that, as they do start to break down and the straighter girls are kind of burning up a spot to the right, it does allow her to continue to chase that oil line a little bit left. But then she knows that she has friction to throw it to the right.
See a few other players from today joining the mix here. Brianna Clemmer, Alexis Nyer. Quite a few players checking out the action here from the ITRC.
Wow. Great shots by Maria.
She's been a player that we've talked to once or twice, and just talking about the learning curves of being on tour. And you know, she said there's certainly been some opportunities for her to fight through a few different things, but she had a great showing back in Nashville, making the top 12 there, and very impressed by her performance here so far today.
I agree with that. I think when they first come out here, I think it's intimidating. Take a look at Fania here really quick. Oh, that's a really great shot. Oh,
absolutely.
What's the 8-9? I think that there's such a learning curve when they come out here, and I don't even know if it's so much their knowledge about the sport, because I feel like college now really, really helps prepare you, giving you that information and that knowledge. And, I guess I can only speak for what we do at McKendree and the amount of information we give our kids, but I feel like it's across the board. I think we're seeing it more and more. But I just think it's, finding their place and being confident in themselves that they can come out here. And although they're bowling against Liz Johnson and Kelly Kulick and Danielle McEwen and, players like that, and it can be intimidating because they've been grown up watching these ladies bowl on TV, and now they're bowling against them. That's why I love this regional program, because it gives them that little extra. Let's watch Fania here. Another great shot.
Oh,
very nice. So it just gives them that little extra confidence. And sometimes these players, that's all they need is that little piece of confidence. Take Julia Bond, for instance. She won a regional last year, and then she won the season-ending regional, the champions, right? Is that what it was?
The Go Bowling Regional Championship.
Yes, and now she's come out here, and she just knows who she is as a player. She knows what she needs to do to compete, and she is one tough kid. And so, I feel like every single one of these girls on this telecast today is going to follow in those footsteps. But there is a learning curve, as you mentioned, when they first come out here.
Bolanova looking to keep pace here.
Ooh, that looked like it got just a little bit right, but it was storming through the pins. Super high flush. The ball ran over that 8-pin. She almost 9-pinned on that shot. I may predict to see her move a little bit more on that lane.
And folks, we have a tie ball game here at the halfway point. Bolanova in the 6th.
Oh, that's left.
Oh. We've seen her do that a couple times where it's gotten left and gone through the head pin. That's the second Brooklyn strike, however, for her.
Yes, now
today.
it's all about capitalizing on it. I feel like that happens with Maria. We'd see her do it quite a bit in college too. And I just feel like, sometimes like in moments like that, maybe just a little bit of anxiety just gets a little quick through the middle of her approach and it just gets a little grabby at the point of release. But again, it's all stuff that, as her career goes on, she's going to start recognizing that more and more and more and should see it happen less and less.
Fania looking to
That's a little
keep
right.
pace. Does not get the 2-pin to fall out there this time.
Well, she got that 8-pin out of there, so at least that helps make this fair not as tricky. So again, you just saw her get it right down lane. I talk about getting it right down lane at the break point. For anybody watching that doesn't know what the break point means, it just means it's the furthest right the ball is going to get on the lane before it starts making its way back to the head pin. And our players that we're seeing that they probably don't want to get the ball right of 6 at this point, down lane. Great cover by Fania. And that one for Fania got out to about 4.
Seventh frame coming up here for Fania.
Oh, that's a little left. Oh, and she takes advantage of a great break. So I feel like that's pretty, bowler's life, right? You get one a little bit right on one shot and your next shot is a little bit overcompensated. You don't want to do that again. And so you may get a little bit left. She takes full advantage of it. And now she just needs to kind of regroup, kind of forget about those 2 shots and just execute good shots down the stretch.
Now Bolanova coming off the Brooklyn. In frame 6, looking to make it 5 in a row.
Great shot. Whew, that's how you take advantage of those good breaks, Aaron.
100%, absolutely devastating strike there from Bolanova. That power is something else, Shannon.
It's impressive to watch. I had to watch it as she struck and beat us for a national championship. It's still impressive to watch. As a bowling fan, it's impressive to watch.
Vanderbilt did take the title in 2018.
Yes. Yeah. And then I believe they finished runner up the following season.
To Stephen F. Austin in 2019, yep.
another great shot. Wow. Very impressive, Aaron.
Fania has bowled a pretty gosh darn good game.
I agree. This
She
isn't
could,
over.
she could shoot 257, but
Yep.
Maria is keeping her at arm's length right now. She's looking to move on to the finals, but
You know, you never know what could happen if Fania steps up here and puts that pressure on her and just focuses on what she needs to do.
max score for Kobo 257.
It's close.
Gets him to tumble.
Yes. You know, people always ask all the time, you know, what defense is there in bowling? And my answer always is focus on yourself, don't scoreboard watch, and just do what you believe that you can do. And that is the only defense there is in bowling, is step up and do your job and let the other person put pressure on themselves.
Max scores at the moment 279 for Belanova, 257 for Kobo. Fania getting ready for the ninth. It's kind of a chance. Oh,
That was huge. It was a really good shot. She did what she needed to do.
for Belanova now. 2 marks. She's moving on to the title match.
That's right.
No problem on the spare. Max score 236 now for Kobo. Belanova just needs to stay clean to advance. Taylor Bailey awaiting the winner of this match as the top seed. Maria can close it out here, 9th and 10th.
It's another great shot. Ooh. It's a great shot.
Messenger just not enough to get all the way over there.
Tried.
Takes the big breath there before the attempt at the 10 pin.
No problem.
No problem.
How fun is that?
Pins don't bounce here.
7 pin when you need it.
Pins don't bounce here at all. Sends it across the deck. How about
I would
that?
have nailed it. So we're just looking for a mark here, correct?
Correct. Any mark
needs-
wins it.
Yeah.
Nine on the first shot guarantees at least a tie. Mark wins. Belanova looking to go to the title match.
Oh, no.
Oh, Washout 5.
It was way, way, way out to the right. You can see this all gets all the way out to like 2. And that ball, it just is not going to make it from there. Oh, that's a big mistake. She's going to want that one back. She needs to make this.
236 out there for Kobo. If she gets 4 of these, 232. So the double opportunity for Kobo now possible if Balanova cannot convert. Oh, wow.
How did she miss that?
I am not sure. That was
That was like perfect. It was absolutely textbook perfect on how to shoot this spare. Oh, man, that's just a bad break.
somehow the 6 wraps around without hitting it. And now Kobo, a chance to double and 7 to sneak out this victory. First thing is first, however, need 1 to get 2.
Oh, that's a little right.
And a couple pins fall, but 2 pin left standing. Maria Balanova.
She will survive.
Moving on.
Yeah. Oh, Finia's going to want that one back.
An excellent performance for Finia, though. Was within the mix of the cut number throughout the qualifying session earlier here today, and bowled a great match, just not quite enough. Here at the end. But that's going to be a clean game, though. So
It is a clean game. And, you know, for your first Stepladder finals, that's pretty great. So she should be very proud of herself. I'm sure her family is extremely proud. And again, lots to take from this, lots of positives.
3 shots on each lane. Maria, if you'd like to stay loose, you can do so down off lanes 1 and 2. So Taylor, through your 3 shots on.
little light again on 10. Final score 232 to 223. Maria Balanova with the victory over Finia Kobo. Taylor Bailey coming up next here on Bowl TV. Taylor versus Maria. Let us know who you got in the chat, folks.
The lanes are yours for 3 shots on each lane.
It'll be a great matchup here of young talent on the PWBA tour.
It's my first time here ever. Oh, hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Finia. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm so excited. Like, it's my first time ever here in the booth. Like, I don't know how to act.
Well, that's we'll find it out together. But you're already acting great because you're so excited. So we love that. That's
I am.
Awesome. Talk us a little through, just your journey today. You bowled extremely well throughout qualifying. You kind of kept yourself in the mix all the way. You delivered an awesome 9th and 10th frame to wrap up your final game to secure your spot here in the in the Stepladder finals, and then you bowled a great game. Tell us a little bit about just the experience overall for you.
Yeah. After the first event, I was dead last, and I promised myself, like, don't be dead last anymore. So I just gave myself a chance to win, and I'm so proud. And I just decided to just start implementing the 1 shot at a time thing that I have never done. And I'm just like, why not? Let's just try it. And it works wonders.
Was this your first time implementing that process today?
Actually, yeah.
Yay! And
Wow.
the result, so amazing. So right there, you already learned something. And as I mentioned earlier to Kara, I think anytime you can bowl an event, and even though it may not be the finish you were looking for, if you can learn something out of it, it's a successful event. So what is going to be your biggest takeaway from here outside of the 1 shot at a time mentality?
Well, honestly, like I finally know what it feels like the process to get there. So now it could be a little bit easier now that I know that it works. I'm like, hey, it works. So I can actually keep doing it.
What did you see lane play wise out there? Is there anything that you would do differently? I mean, you bowled a very solid game. You bowled 220. Is there anything that you would do differently after?
So maybe on lane 10, I should have moved a little bit, like scoot a little bit right, just so I can get the ball going. Other than that, I'm very happy it was a clean game. Like I was just telling myself, just do a clean game, like don't miss anything. And I'm very proud that it was a 220. Was it a 220? Yeah, it was a 220.
Well, Finia, I also mentioned that I feel like I've known your family for a really long time, and I feel like I've watched you grow up from this little girl all the way through college, and now to see you out here on tour week in and week out and making your first Stepladder finals, it's pretty incredible, and it's going to be so fun to continue watching the rest of your PWBA journey. You should be very proud of yourself.
Thank you. I am. Appreciate it.
All right, Finia, congratulations on the great finish here. Third place at the DFW Regional. Thanks again for joining us on Bold TV, and we look forward to seeing you on the PWBA Tour again very soon.
Thank you. Thanks, y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, folks, that was Finia Cobo joining us here after her third place finish at the PWBA DFW Regional.
And she has decided that she will start the match on lane 9. So Taylor will start the match on lane 9 in just a moment.
Just a couple shots remain here, folks, before we kick things off for our championship match. Taylor Bailey got news that she is elected to start the match on lane number 9. So,
But how about a great send-off for our championship round of the PWBA Dallas Fort Worth Regional. Good luck, ladies. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
So excited, Aaron.
it's title match time,
Yeah,
Shannon. We're ready to go.
Crowning champions. We've already crowned 2 new champions this week. Good to make it a third. It's so fun.
All right, Taylor is going to start things here for us, and there's the quick good luck from both players saying before we get underway here. And seeing the pre-shot routine there for Taylor. She gets set to go.
It's a good shot.
Great way to kick things off.
It's a great shot. So Taylor hits a little bit more, a little higher rev rate than Kara and Finia. So I feel like she's going to be a little bit closer to Maria, probably a little bit further right than Maria, but very similar, a little further left than what we've seen of the other two, which I sometimes think may be better when you're on a lane that's a little bit tighter to the right. As we see on lane 10, it kind of gets them away from that little wiggle spot.
Maria games of 247 and 232 in victories so far. Powerful opening message.
Yeah, sticking with the same bowling ball, which I would probably do the same if I bowled 240, 230.
A classic collegiate matchup here as well. The McHenry versus Vanderbilt connection.
Yeah.
Taylor and Maria actually rookies the same year as well.
Yeah, they bowled against each other for 4 straight years in college. So this is not a battle that is unfamiliar to either of them.
Looking for the early double.
That's a pretty good shot. Ball looked like it slowed down just a little bit. So what I mean by that is when it got to the end of the pattern, it didn't turn over towards the pocket as hard as we've seen a few of the others. So, you know, I don't know. I can't feel her hand at the release, so maybe she just missed it a little bit. You know, a couple shots in, we may see her move just a little bit to find the edge of that oil again. But great shot.
Spare shooting has been on point today, other than that washout in the 10th, which it looked like she had done everything she needed to do to pick that up.
I agree.
Spare ball has been good to go for Maria, even when she's not using the spare ball. That 3.6910 conversion to start the semifinal.
That's right. You know, at McHenry, you know, I really try to make my kids fall in love with spare shooting, and so one way that we do that is they name their spare balls. So, yeah, they all have a name. So when they're needing their spare ball in the tournament, they're like, "Where's Fred?" It's so cute.
Oh,
Ooh, that was a really good shot. She's going like 12 to about 6. And I think we may see her move a little bit on that lane next time she's over there.
is that a looks like a verge in her hand?
It is. It's a damn good verge. It is a symmetrical bowling ball with a lower differential, so not a huge flaring bowling ball. It's another great shot.
Oh my goodness!
What in the
Eight
heck?
pin.
That is just like a dagger through the heart.
Unbelievable.
Oh,
Oh,
where'd the ball go?
hurts even more seeing it the second time.
I know. Why do we replay that? Ooh. Well, she did everything she needed to do, and that's, you know, the thing that I try to teach the kids all the time. Control what you can control and let the rest go.
She's made 3 good shots out of the gates here. No problem on the spare. We'd like to have 3 in a row, but clean here through 3. Maria lined up, ready to go. 3rd frame. Title match, PWBA DFW Regional.
Oh, that's left.
Oh, crosses over.
Oh, that's why bowling can be so brutal. You stone an 8-pin, your opponent carries a Brooklyn strike. Oh, this is why I don't watch my opponent's bowl.
See Maria shaking her head a little bit.
She didn't like that one, but she can take advantage of it right here, and it is what it is, right?
It's up on the scoreboard. All is done now. And
That's right. Oh, that's a good shot. Oh, no. Oh, boy. That's a great shot. She almost pocket 710 on that.
that hit was something else. That was a little unique with the pin carry here. And
Looked like a 5-pin was there for a second. You know, that's again, bowling can be so brutal. Do all the right things and almost pocket 7-10. But she got a lucky break. Now she's going to cover this up. We're off to a great start to the title match, Aaron.
Two great young competitors here on the PWBA Tour, both in their rookie season.
Perfect spare.
Early advantage here for Taylor with the double. Big fan of the consistency of the pre-shot routine here.
Oh, no. Ooh.
Wow.
Taking advantage of that really good ball roll there, Aaron.
I believe you said once or twice you're pretty jealous of that release and that ball roll.
Oh, my gosh.
Creates.
For 4 years coaching that girl at McKendree, I would slow-mo her release every year, and then I would try to emulate it because her ball roll is so good. And I just can't do it. So I'm pretty jealous of her ball roll. I feel like, this is just the start of something great. And I'm really proud of her and the commitment that she's made to her pre-shot routine and focusing on controlling what she can control. And it's nice to know that all the things that I preach to my kids isn't falling on deaf ears.
Past member of Junior Team USA, won a gold medal in the team competition. 2018 World Youth Championships. Adds another one.
Taylor. Yeah, that's what's so great in her teammate Brianna Clemmer from McKendree, but also from that World Championship is sitting right behind her, cheering her on and watching her. So that's a lot of fun. Oh, Maria's with the ball change.
Are you surprised by this move?
I am because I feel like the last shot on this lane, she just didn't throw it very good, and she's bowled 240, 230. So it would make me nervous. I'm a little more conservative when it comes to this. I'm gonna say, hey, let's make a good shot here, but oof,
That's the hit.
I mean, it worked out. Yeah. It's making my hands sweat for make this call because I'm so conservative. But hey, it worked out. She mixed them up there. So
Maria had a 4th place finish at the 2014 Cubica AMF Bowling World Cup. 3 gold medals, 6 silver medals, and 6 bronze medals overall, representing Russia at the European Youth Championships.
Her throwing this ball just goes back to what we saw the first match. She was able to throw this in the fill shot and see what the ball did differently. And so it's not like it's a blind move. And this could pay off greatly for her.
Sticking with it on both lanes. Gets it.
Yeah, it was a great shot. See, that's what's so impressive with some of these kids. They believe in the moves that they're making and things that they see. And if they're 100% committed to it, they step up and make a great shot. And the reward is paying off with the risk greatly. It's fun to see.
Future is bright here on the PWBA Tour. Taylor, 4 out of the first 5. Can she add another one? How about that?
That was pretty incredible, Aaron. And not just because she's my kid. Like, that was pretty incredible. I love watching. It's one of my favorite parts about going to Junior Gold is watching the incredible amounts of talent of these young kids, and that in just a few short years, these kids are going to be out here bowling for titles themselves. And so it's pretty exciting.
The only thing left standing so far for Taylor in this matchup, an 8-pin in frame 3.
See if she can add to it right here. It's a great shot. Oh, and she likes it. It's good stuff. Today is Taylor Bailey's dad's birthday, and it's her second dad, which we like to call Brian O'Keefe's birthday as well. So she's got to deliver the birthday presents.
Just has done everything she's needed to do so far in this matchup as well.
That's right.
Both players, though, bowling great here. It's been a fantastic title match here at the DFW Regional.
I feel like decorated. Two highly decorated collegiate players going head-to-head for regional titles. Pretty fun. It's a great shot by Maria.
Oh,
This is a great ball change. Maybe I can learn something.
when we saw that shot in the third, really just thought it was, a shot that had gotten left off her hand, but Maria has seen something out there and she's confident in the changes. And eighth frame coming up, just 19 pins separating these two players at the moment. Max score.
Aaron,
oh, go ahead.
I'm so sorry. I was just going to say the phasing in this bowling ball, I think you can see how much Maria hits it even more in this bowling ball than the proton physics that she was throwing. Oh, man. Pretty incredible. Pretty powerful. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off when you're talking about scores.
Oh, no worries. No worries. Because that's going to change it quite a bit now from what we had. So now with the spare, 238 becomes the max score here. Or excuse me, 239 with the spare would be the max score for Maria. Taylor still has 279 available.
Maria's spare ball has been solid for her this whole run through the Stepladder finals here. So I don't expect it to be any different.
Takes care of business, but Taylor Bailey, an opportunity here in the 8th and the 9th, really to put herself in great position to take home this regional title.
Is it okay to say on camera and on this live stream that I'm nervous? Is that okay? Is that allowed?
That is okay.
It's a great shot for Taylor.
Wow.
That's impressive, Aaron. So for anybody out there that doesn't know, Taylor bowling for me once she graduated, she actually moved in with Brian and I, and she's lived with us now for the last year and a half. And it's really our first experience at feeling like true parents. And so I am dying over here. I can only imagine this is how my dad feels when he watches me bowl.
And I did see Don pop up in the chat here. So hello to Don and hello to everybody joining us here on Bowl TV. PWBA regional action here. Championship match coming down the stretch, 9th frame.
It's another shot. Oh, that was quick. That was a quick wrap 10. That was a great shot. She's doing everything that you could ask of yourself in a situation like this and just continuing to repeat incredible shots one after another. Honestly, both of these girls, Maria only had that one shot in the 3rd frame where it just looked like she, got it in front of her a little bit. And outside of that, these two girls are putting on an incredible show and display of just incredible shot making.
The scenario now with the max scores, with Maria Balanova having 239 available. If Taylor can convert this, she would just need a mark in the 10th frame. Takes care of business there. So now up to Maria to apply the pressure here, keep her honest. It's going to need strike in the 9th, first 2 in the 10th to do so. Has made so many good shots throughout the course of the Stepladder finals. 247 and 232 in her victories. Can you get to 239? Will it be enough?
Oh, it's a little right. Ooh, and she splashes him around. Taking advantage of that incredible ball roll and that powerful rev rate that she has. It's a great ball change, Aaron.
Fantastic ball change. Just the since she made the change in the 5th, just the 10 pin in the 8th frame. Everything else strikes in. Not exactly just your common, ordinary, everyday strike. She is putting a hurting on the 10 pin. That 6 pin is taking care of business, but it's going to need 2 more here to put some pressure on Taylor Bailey. See if Maria can add 1 more here to kick off the 10th.
Well, it's a great shot. Great shot.
Gets him to tumble. Now in the 220s, but needs to be in the 230s to force Taylor to mark here. We see a few additional young stars of the PWBA Tour in the background watching. Kayla Crawford, who finished 5th here at the regional. Brianna Clemmer, 7th place. But here's Maria. Must strike situation.
Oh, that's right. Oh.
And going to come in light.
Oh, she's going to want that one back. Is that it?
Just going to need some pins here, Shannon.
Oh, Aaron.
Just going to need some pins here.
I apologize, anybody listening. I might cry.
The official tally here in a second. 225 with the spare. Would mean just 4 for Taylor Bailey to become a PWBA regional champion. Going to take the 3, 224. Still needs the 4 count.
Just stay behind the foul line, right?
That is
It's important.
Keep it in front of you. And Taylor Bailey, you will be a PWBA regional champion. You can see the routine has not changed, though. The demeanor has not changed.
I love that. That's how you know she's totally focused.
Winning moment time here for Taylor Bailey. That is going to do it, folks. Taylor Bailey is your winner, the PWBA Dallas Fort Worth Regional. Congratulations, Taylor.
I don't even think she knows. She may not even be scoreboard watching, which would be amazing.
Congratulations as well to Maria Balanova for a fantastic performance. Made that great ball change in the final frame, or in the final few frames as well, to make this matchup. But Taylor was completely locked in here and just delivered a phenomenal performance.
And once Taylor got comfortable in the qualifying of the regional, she ran him over, and she was just a force to be reckoned with. So to see her be able to close it out is pretty exciting. I'm so proud.
All right, Shannon. Real quick for you.
Oh goodness. Okay.
What's it feel like to see one of your kids out here? You've seen them win as a team. What's it like to see them win out here on the PWBA?
I don't even know if I have words for it. I'm so proud. I'm so proud. Her dreams are just coming true, and she's doing it. And I'm honored that I get to have a front row seat view of it. It's pretty awesome. It's the first of many.
I believe a few of us are thinking that. Here's our final shot. Delivers a strike to wrap it up. 246 to 224. Taylor Bailey is a champion here on the PWBA tour. It's a hug with Maria.
Can I run over there really quick?
Run, go hug her. See the hug there with Lauren Pate, her former teammate at McKendree. A fun day for Lauren. Her fiance Matt Russo winning the PBA stop earlier today, and now getting to watch her teammate and friend collect the victory. And there's Shannon and Brian. The hug, very cool stuff there. But folks, we're going to take a minute here to chat with Maria Balanova after her runner-up finish here at the PWBA DFW Regional. Maria, hello, and congratulations on an amazing run through the Stepladder finals. How much fun was that?
It was really, really fun. That's all I have for it.
Maria, we saw you make an incredibly bold ball change in the fifth frame, I believe. I think it was the fourth frame, in the middle of the game. And Aaron asked me what my thoughts were about it, and I told Aaron that I was too much of a chicken to make a ball change like that, and that it was quite impressive that you just believed it and you just did it. What did you see happening with that proton physics to make you want to make the ball change in the middle of the game?
I think that it just started to burn up a little bit more, and I figured that if I move left with it, it's just going to be too early. So I needed something that would have a similar shape but would be shinier than that, and thankfully I had a ball like that.
Yeah.
So I was like, I either change it now or the match is over, because Taylor was striking.
It was very bold. I feel like I got to watch the two of you guys battle it out all through college, and be able to watch you battle it out for a regional title was pretty awesome. It's the first of many to come. It's been fun to watch you grow and be out here week in and week out. Even though you didn't bowl for me, I'm still very proud of you.
Thank you.
Maria, it really was a turning point kind of in the middle of that block for you. You fired, you had a game that was a little bit rougher. You had that 153 in game 4, and then you shot 268, and then it was bombs away the rest of the way out. Just talk about, kind of flipping the switch in the back half of the block, and how you were able to ride that momentum into a spot in the stepladder and now a runner-up finish.
I kind of always struggle on fresh. I don't know, for some reason I just either can't get comfortable, or I don't like when my angles are straighter. So I guess I was just struggling at the beginning just cause. And I think game 3 or something, I shot 230 or 240. Mm-hmm. And then I moved to another pair, and my ball just said, I'm not going to hook. And I don't know why. So I decided to change to my proton physics, and I threw it for the end of the block.
All right. Well, it was fun to watch you make the run to the stepladder final. It's great to see you put on a phenomenal performance on the way to this runner-up finish. So we're looking forward to seeing what the future holds for you as well. Congratulations here from the regional, and thank you again for joining us here on Bowl TV.
Thank you, Aaron.
All right. Thanks, Maria. All right, folks. Maria Balanova, our runner-up here today. We're going to be talking to Taylor Bailey in just a quick second. There she is. Getting ready. Hi, Taylor. Oh, we got to, there we go. Let's try that again. Hi, Taylor.
Hello.
All right, now we got you. We got audio. First off, congratulations. You're a PWBA regional champion. How awesome does that sound?
Just to be a PWBA champion sounds amazing.
Now, I know today was pretty special for you. Shannon let us know that was your dad's birthday today.
Yeah.
So to be able to deliver this present to him, what did that mean to you?
Actually, while I was bowling, I forgot it was his birthday, but then I called him and I was like, you know what? This is for your birthday. So happy birthday, Dad.
It's an excellent present regardless. So, you really, you were consistent throughout the course of qualifying right near the top of the spot. You made that late surge, making a run at 280 there toward the back part of the block to move into the top spot. You held on to the top seed. Talk a little bit about just kind of your journey across this 39-foot condition over the course of the entire day.
So I started with the Hammer Obsession, and I really like that ball. I think it's a good ball for me to start with. I like strong ASIMs, but I think I got caught maybe in the wrong part of the lane. Wasn't making that great of shots. And then we moved, and I tried to make it work a little bit more, but then I noticed that Kayla Crawford, actually, I was crossing with her, and she was striking with the Damn Good Verge. And then I decided to switch to that, and then from there on out, I just kept on striking.
Now, throughout the course of the title match, we saw you stick to the pre-shot routine. You looked unfazed by everything going on. You were just completely focused in the task at hand. Tell us a little bit about, just kind of the moment when it was all said and done, when you could look up, you could see the scoreboard and realize that you got the job done.
So Shannon, I always watch her on TV shows. She taught us well in college, just to stick to our process, not pay attention too much to what the other person is doing. If you want to look up and see what they left, then okay, but not so much get too wrapped up in what they were doing. And even, I think I heard fireworks and there were some noises in the background. So
I caught those as well, yep.
Even I was up to bowl and lane 10 shut off, and I was like, just stick to your process. So I really thank Shannon for that a lot, actually.
Oh, thanks, Tay. That's actually the one thing I was going to ask you is today, watching you through qualifying and then on the show, that's the most I've seen you really stick to your pre-shot routine. And it was incredible to see literally how unfazed you were the whole time. There's a few times that I think I was like, stop looking at the scores. It doesn't matter. stick to your game plan. But I am very impressed. And this, in my opinion, is just the first of many. For you, do you feel like getting that first win under your belt gives you that confidence, like, yes, I do belong out here and there will be more in my future?
Yeah, I was thinking about that even while in qualifying, because leading qualifying is something that I've never even done in a tour stop. And I find it funny because I think in my brain I was like, it's just a regional, just, give it all you got, maybe just extra practice, whatever. But I think that was what really got me, but I think it's incredible.
So I'm hoping that you'll take what you learned from that and carry it with you for the rest of the tour season. Taylor, I'm so incredibly proud of you. It was truly quite a remarkable performance watching you all day today do what you do. I mentioned, I believe, earlier that your shoe broke earlier in the week and you had to borrow some old McHenry bowling shoes from one of your teammates that lives here. So Erin, what she said to me, it was really funny after like the 5th game. She's like, oh, I didn't have the right shoes in this building. These shoes remember me in this building. And so it's just cute, the little things that, give you that little extra bit of confidence. But, definitely wish your dad a happy birthday for us. And Taylor, very proud of you. Congratulations. You are a PWBA regional champion.
Thank you.
All right, Taylor, we're going to let you enjoy the moment. But congratulations again, a phenomenal performance in the Stepladder finals to take home the victory here today. So enjoy the moment. And thank you again for Bowl TV. And we look forward to what's next for you down the road. So we're looking forward to follow your journey here on the PWBA Tour.
Thank you.
All right, folks, there's Taylor Bailey, our champion here today. We're going to have Shannon come back in for just a quick second to help us as we wrap up today. Shannon, how gratifying was that hug, getting to hug Taylor? We got to see you run out there and have that moment, but I know how much this means to you. Just talk about that moment.
You know, I just feel like a proud mom. I love my kids as if they're my own. Brian and I always wanted to have kids, and it just wasn't in the cards for us. And God just knew that I was meant to love many. And I always thought that, you know, one of my kids would win one of their first titles against me. But being able to call the action is just as great. And it was pretty special. I don't even know if I have words for it. It is extremely comparable to like my first title and those feelings and the emotions, and to be able to see, you know, the journey. You know, this young little thing came on a collegiate visit and was so shy and didn't really say much. And you know, her dad was a little unsure of if she was ready to, you know, bowl at McKendree. And she just has been a little superstar. And to see her come out here on tour, we've been able to travel together this whole season on tour. And, you know, we've seen the tears and the vulnerability and the frustration, and then to see her battle back and make a top 12 earlier this year. And then maybe some more frustrations. Both her and I didn't bowl great, you know, at the beginning part of this week. And we're headed home tomorrow to get back on the lanes and practice. And, but we said, hey, you know, you got one more tournament here to work hard and win and learn something. And to be able to do that, I think it's going to make that 10-hour drive home a lot better.
Absolutely. Folks, we did start that giveaway. So once again, just find it in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen for that submit entry button to win this signed bowling pin right here.
So what I would say to wrap up this show is, again, I am so extremely excited about the talent in the future of the PWBA. Hopefully everybody that subscribes will tell their friends to make sure and go and get Bowl TV, because there's just so many incredible things that you see week in and week out. And we've now crowned 3 brand new champions so far this week, with another, you know, champion being crowned later this week. So it's just so fun to watch, and it's so fun to be a part of. And thank you guys for having me, you know, be a part of it. And I'm just excited for the future of the PWBA.
We are too, Shannon, and thank you again for joining us here. We'll let you go as we say our final thank yous, but I want to give you a big thank you for taking the time out to join us here to help break down the ball reaction, the moment, the experience and all. So it was an excellent show. We appreciate you joining us as always here on Bowl TV, and we look forward to seeing you soon.
Sounds great. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Shannon. All right, folks, that is going to wrap things up for us here from the DFW Regional. Want to give a shout out to Darren for winning the giveaway, a signed ITRC bowling pin by our finalists at the PWBA Hall of Fame Classic earlier this year, Julia Bond and Lindsay Boomershine. So we'll be reaching out to you in a couple days. Our marketing team, look for that email for sure to so we can get that sent your way. So congratulations. And a big thanks to everybody for joining us here on Bowl TV throughout the course of the week. And as we've mentioned throughout, we still got more bowling to do. The Bowl TV Classic coming up tomorrow. The top 24 competitors from the Summer Classic Series bowling 24 games, a round robin match play Monday and Tuesday. So that's going to start up at 11 a.m. Eastern time tomorrow, 10 local time at the ITRC. So we want to obviously invite you all to join us there. So it's going to be a good time, promise you. But for right now, we're signing off. Taylor Bailey, congratulations, a new PWBA regional champion. What a phenomenal showing of young players on the PWBA Tour. 4 rookies in the Stepladder final. So the future, as Shannon said, of the PWBA certainly looking bright. I want to give a big thank you to the USBC and the BPAA and their board of directors for their continued support of the PWBA Tour. Kegel, the official lane maintenance provider. Of course, the athletes for the time, the effort, the dedication they give to their craft. It's so exciting to see the future of the sport in front of us here and to watch and be able to bring you the top athletes on the PWBA Tour week in and week out. And of course, finally, a big thank you to the good folks on Bowl TV. We hope you had fun watching this. Once again, the young talent is so exciting to see. And we're excited to have you join us here for the Bowl TV Classic coming up the next 2 days. So we crown another champion in 2 days, Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, that's Stepladder Finals. So finally, for the ITRC and their staff, the PWBA staff, the International Bowling Campus staff volunteering their time this week as well. Final shout out to the Bowl TV staff, Matt Canizaro, Jason Thomas, Curtis Von Kruger. I'm Aaron Smith. We're signing off for tonight, folks. We'll see you tomorrow for the Bowl TV Classic. But remember, here on Bowl TV, as always, bowling lives here. Have a great night, everybody. We'll see you soon.